Hello everyone and welcome. I am Tommaso and today I want to talk about what to not say to an artist. I was on my couch and I was scrolling on Instagram when I come along to this picture and I said, I should make a nice YouTube video on this. And so here we are. So let's get started with the first thing is you often hear that's not art. Of course, we have so many different art styles from NFTs, and nowadays we have that artificial intelligence art generator that you just have to type in some words and it's gonna create some amazing artworks, I will say. And of course, you have so many opinions. But the fact is that as long as people get a feeling from that and they get somehow inspired or motivated for something, it's kind of art, that's the important thing nowadays, I think. The second question is, how much money do you make? That's a question that to the artist is kind of, I guess it's for everyone, every job, that's kind of something that you shouldn't ask, but in an art way that's kind of more intense, I would say, because for an artist he's making that for another reason, I would say, from most of them, and so it's something that you may better avoid to ask to an artist. And let's get straight up to the next question is, what is your real job? It's kind of, I get that asked a lot too, so they see us art, you can't really make it as a living. It's very difficult. It's one of living with artists nowadays, it's difficult, also always been, and it's just something, it's like an Excel, it's like you're not working, it's not making art, it's not a job or whatever, and that's kind of something that it's better to avoid to ask to an artist. And yeah, so then we have, how long did it take to paint that? So it's something that artists don't really like to be asked, because it's kind of, you give value of the painting based on the time that you actually need to make them. It's kind of not the importance of what you made, what you represented, but you give the value to the painting based on how much time did you put in that work for. And it's kind of, but something that you may not ask. It's, you can, but not every artist actually likes that. The same thing as about what does mean. So we have a lot of paintings that are very difficult to actually understand. So a lot of people ask, what does it mean? Of course, they are curious. I love that question. I get that so much. I love actually that question, to be asked what my painting actually mean. But there are a lot of people actually seeing art in general just as something free, and they don't need to have a description or to be told. It's something just very personal, that you see something in the painting and it's right that you see it in that way, and it should be. So not be contaminated, I will say, from the point of view from someone else, in this case even from the artist. So you have made to ask it in a good way, I would say. And I have that a lot too with my paintings, and it's not a question, but it's my kid could make that. And of course we have so many different art styles. There are some art styles that they look kind of made from little child or something very easy to make, but it's not how can I say, it's another level, I would say. The abstract art in particular, that to have a nice abstract painting, it's very difficult, because you have to be able to kind of make the painting with harmony. You need to make it somehow dynamic with harmony, and it's very difficult, especially when you have not so many colors, kind of just one color, and you have to make a nice abstract painting. That's kind of something very difficult, trust me. And then we have, what do you do all day? That's kind of something connected to what is your real job. It's impossible that someone only paints or only does art. And nowadays for us painters it's kind of very difficult, because we have to make so many things alone. We have to be our social media manager, we have to be our ourselves photographers, we have to take the pictures from ourselves on the painting, and you say, yeah, it's easy. You kind of need the right light, and you need a nice camera, you need to take good pictures. So, and there are so many different things that you need to do as an artist. So it's kind of heavy if you're very 100% into it. Like me, now I'm making it as a living, be an artist, and I decided to make YouTube videos too, because something that I just always wanted to do, and now I have the time and the possibility to make it. And yeah, it's one of the best things that you can actually do. And there is the last thing that I get that so much actually. So you will have to die before you get famous. That's not so anymore, I guess. Nowadays it's harder but more possible, I will say, to be a famous artist, or at least to be seen more, because we have all this with the social medias, and we have so many opportunities. And since the NFTs were made, somehow art is more considerate. And as you can see, even the art market is growing so much, and we have new records set on actions and stuff like that, and the art world is growing, and I'm so happy to see that. Even me with my works, I just see more people interested in what I'm making, in my paintings, and they just get more curious. And that's one of the facts that I'm making these videos nowadays. So there are going to be a lot of stuff from art from now on. And so there were actually the questions, there were actually the things that you should maybe not really ask. You should think twice before ask something to an artist, and it even depends on the friendship, or the friendship between you and this artist. So it may be different. You're more confident, and maybe he will say some things, but there are some things that you better avoid at the first start, at the first touch. It's just an advice. You can do whatever you want, but from my perspective, all this question that I get, it's somehow very strange, and the visitor comes and asks some question. But as I said, you're completely free. That's just a little advice. And yeah, this was for today's video. I can't wait to see you to the next video.